Hello, hello, beautiful people. How are you? I gotta do a couple of things real quick. I just wanted to see how you guys are doing. There is a lot of energy going on, and I wanted to talk about it with you guys. I did come on here yesterday to talk to you guys about this excess energy, but I really wanted to kind of get into it today with my son being asleep for a nap, um, and my husband being here as well today. So, yeah, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I'm excited to talk about it. Let me see the chat if I can see like what the chat is saying, because I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to respond if I don't pull it up on here. So let me go ahead and do that now. Janique, how are you? How are you doing? Y'all can see this water bottle up here. That's how I water my Venus flytrap, with bottled water. But yeah, how is everybody doing? Please let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm interested to see. There's a lot of heavy energy happening right now. Overwhelming energy. There's a lot of changes going on within us, around us, with our relationships, all that stuff. Like I told you guys before, I don't really completely understand astrology, but I do try to listen to the astrologists so that I can get an idea of what's going on. So Janique says she's doing good. You are? Said good to see you again. I'm happy to see you too. I'm happy to hear from you. I'm glad that you can be active. I do want to see what I'm getting for the message, because I feel like I need a message too. Oh Lord. What is going on? All the cards are just flying all over the floor. This is literally the energy. This is the energy. Interesting. So we've got all swords cards, which is telling me that there's a lot of battling going on. There's a lot of heavy energy. There's a lot of fighting our path, fighting our purpose, because we feel like, oh my God, everything's falling apart. So there's a lot of tension, I want to say, with all of these being swords cards. But what's interesting to me is that the Two of Swords is reversed, Four of Swords is reversed, and the Nine of Swords is upright. So Nine of Swords is giving me the ideal that we honestly feel alone. We feel like we have to go through our battles by ourselves. I just want to take a look at this plant real quick, because I was gone for 10 days and she grew this much and I don't understand. However, let's not give attention to ADHD, because I don't feel like dealing with all that. But yeah, so the Two of Swords being reversed tells me that relationships could kind of be thrown under the bus this week, and you kind of really want to pay attention to them and give your relationship some extra love this week and the weeks to come. And try to remember with your partners that it's not you two against each other. It's literally you two against the problem. So keep that in mind as you're going through your day to day. And people with children, I'm seeing really just fighting with children, like battling with children, children not understanding you, you not understanding your children. So try to have conversations with them and let them know that you're open to listening to them and knowing what's going on in their life. And also, when you say to them, you can tell me the truth and you won't get in trouble, like make sure that they're not getting in trouble afterwards, even after telling the truth. And this is why you shouldn't say stuff like that, because some of you are going to get upset when you hear what they have to say. So be cautious about what you're saying and those broken promises that you're putting out there to them. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of battling with the people in your life with the Two of Swords being reversed, but also fixing those things. So I'm seeing kind of the both sides of them, where you're battling the people in your life, but you're also no longer battling those people in your life. So the people that you were battling before, I see you kind of hashing things out. And the people that, you were kind of doing good with lately, maybe you used to argue a lot, I see those arguments picking up. So make sure that you're cautious about that fiery energy, and you're keeping in mind the love that you have for this person, how you can come from a standpoint of love and compassion. So the Four of Swords being reversed is giving me this, it's all in your head type of energy. Like you think that you know something, or you think that you understand what someone's doing, but you don't. So make sure that you're allowing people to explain themselves. This is why I'm getting, it's all in your head. The fighting is all in your head. Nobody's fighting you. You're thinking that somebody's wanting to fight you or wanting to be fiery towards you, but it's honestly just all in your head. That's the energy that I'm getting. And then you've got this sword and you're like ready for battle at all times. So maybe step aside and like kind of have this outer body experience. Hi, Tamiria. Have this outer body experience where if you think somebody's arguing with you, step outside of your body and try to listen to them from a perspective of, I'm not agreeing with anyone, I'm just listening, I'm just observing, because you may actually learn something. And this is when you're talking to your kids, talking to your spouse, talking to your significant other, whoever you're talking to. Just make sure that you step out of your body and you listen. It's so important to listen because you may be completely missing something, you know? Hi, Rajan, Dr. Rajan, how are you doing? So yeah, it's all in your head. If you feel like arguing with someone because you think that they're arguing with you, remember that this week and the next week is giving the energy of it's all in your head. So ask yourself, is it all in your head? Is there a way that you can change your perspective and change your imagination to kind of see what's going on from another person's perspective? Ask yourself, are you even trying to understand their perspective? And then you got the 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. So all of these are swords, okay? And then you got the 9 of Swords, which is saying you feel like all of the pressure is on your back. You feel like you have to carry all the weight by yourself. But this week, you are being urged and asked to ask for help. You're being urged and asked to let people help you. You're being urged and asked to be honest. When someone says, are you okay? It's okay to break down. No, this is blue sage. Blue sage is normally for abundance, I think. But I don't have any other sage. Actually, I have a little bit of my other one. I'm going to like this. I'm happy about that. Thanks for asking me. But yeah, that's blue sage. It's for abundance, health, prosperity, a few other things, I'm sure. I don't know everything, but I do know that that's what it's used for sometimes. This sage, burning like crazy. Oh, I have my fan on. That's what's going on. You're normally not supposed to have on a fan when you're burning sage. You want it to flow very smoothly so that you know where the negative energy is stored, so you can see where it's going towards. But, you know, when you have your window open, you want to see if it's going towards your window. And if it's going straight towards your window, then it's like, okay, it's clearing the space. But if it's going towards another space in your room and the window is open and it's not going towards your window, that means it's trying to clear out space in a particular area. So keep an eye on that. And make sure you don't have your air conditioning on or a fan. I'm not supposed to have my fan on. But it's fine because I'm not looking to see where the negative energy is. I really don't care because I feel like my home has pretty good positive energy anyway. But most times I'll make sure the AC is off and I'll make sure that a fan is not on. Am I supposed to open every window in the home when I burn sage, says Tamiria. Okay, so you can, if you've never done that before, though, for the home that you live in, I would suggest you doing that as an initial cleanse. So when you move into a new place, the first thing that you want to do is kind of like open up all the windows, open up all the doors, and anything that has corners, cabinets, drawers, literally all of that, closets. Open every single one of those things, pantries, so that you can get and sage every corner in your home. And sage every single one of those corners. Someone taught me that you can say affirmations while you do that. And I think that that is a beautiful way to do it so that you're focused on the energy that you're putting into your home. And yes, every window, every door will be open at that time. But if you've already done the initial cleanse in your home, then you don't have to open every single window. You know, I wouldn't say that you shouldn't, but you know, you don't have to. It's not like law that you have to open every window and door all the time. You don't have to do that. I have a cat. I'm definitely not doing that all the time. However, if I am in a room, in this spiritual room that I'm in, which I need to clean because like I don't like the way that it looks right now, but you definitely want to clean before you sage. It's not a hot mess in here, but we're still moving in. We've been here for about a month and a half and we're still moving in. So I'm trying to figure out where stuff is going. However, you know, I'm not really happy with what it looks like. So you definitely want to clean. You want to make sure the window in that room that you're in, at least one window is open. Okay. And you can keep the door to your room closed. That's fine. But the initial cleanse, you definitely want to open every single door, every single window, and sage every single corner. Like literally every single corner. And then you can put salt outside of your home and at the doors and at the windows. and that will protect you and keep good energy in. And you'll be surprised to see how many people stop coming over. It's very surprising, because if you affirm that only positive energy is allowed in, a lot of people dealing with a lot of stuff will not come in. And it's so weird. Like, it exposes a lot. And that doesn't mean that they don't have positive energy towards you. It just means that they may be going through something. They may be carrying a big weight. And I noticed that when I used to do it, I was like, this person's not coming over anymore. That person's not coming over anymore. What happened to that person? And then I guess it weared off at some point, because everybody started coming over again. And I was like, time to sage again. Time to sage the whole place. 10 of Cups. So I see once we stop feeling like we're alone and we have to carry everything on our back, we're going to get help and assistance from a lot of different areas. Remember, everyone who's in here, remember, you are not the only one who has gone through what you're going through right now. And you're not the only one who has to go through it. Other people can go through it with you. Guys, it is so weird. Every time I sage or put crystals a certain place or something, I swear I start getting new leaves on my plants and they start unraveling. I wish you guys, I don't know if you guys remember what this used to look like. It was only two. It was only two. Just 2 months ago, it was only two of these. And look at this. It's loving our new home. It's loving it. I got to show you guys all of my other plants. I keep telling you I'm going to do a plant tour. I just haven't gotten the opportunity to do it because I'm waiting on a new camera. Trying to be able to afford a really nice, good camera instead of just buying one. But yeah. I definitely think that once we stop feeling like we're the only ones, like I'm the only one going through this, I'm the only one who has to figure it out, is when we will start receiving assistance. It's time to be a little humble. You know, some people, they say, I don't want to be humble, but if you know you ain't got it together, be humble. Like, realize that you don't have it together. Like, it's okay not to have it all together. And we're not going to always have it all together. I mean, sometimes we reach this optimal, ideal space and we have it all together. And then sometimes we're falling all apart. But either way, it's okay, because life is a big old cycle. Okay. So accept that, you know, you're figuring things out, and that's okay. And ask people for help. Like I said, 10 of Cups shows that a lot of people will start helping once you start putting yourself out there to say what you're going through and to actually ask for help. You don't have to say, I can do it all. I can do bad all by myself. Like, you don't have to say that. The Tower. Okay, so this was actually reversed. The Tower was reversed. Once you start asking for help, a lot of things will stop falling apart. Like, a lot of us have a lot of stuff falling apart right now, and it's because we feel like we have to carry the weight all on our back, but we don't have to do that. In fact, I'm about to put that in the title of this video. You don't have to do it all by yourself. That's like the main theme. You do not have to do it all by yourself. You just don't. Like, we have spirit, we have our spirit guides, we have our soul who can help us out, who's wise, who has lived multiple times. We have plants that we could talk to, and, you know, spirit is part of plants, so maybe we'll get an answer or something. We have ancestors. Like, we already have that much help. And then you look at the people that are here with us. We have aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers. Put yourself out there, ask for help. Closed mouths don't get fed. And don't be all like, when you go up to them and you ask them for help, like, I don't really need help. Like, if you really need help, it's okay to explain that you need help. It's okay. And if people say no, ask someone else. That's all you have to do. Ask someone else. Let me tell y'all something. When I was trying to get into colleges, I knew I wasn't going to be able to afford it all by myself. I just knew it. I was only 18 years old. I had a job that paid $7 an hour. I was not going to be able to pay for college by myself, period. So what I did was I looked at scholarships and I was like, hey, let me apply here. I don't really write essays, but let me just apply here. Then I applied to this courthouse that said you could make a speech there and possibly get a scholarship. So I did that. I don't do speeches. I was crying during my speech because I was so passionate about it. And I was really empathetic at that time. And it was about like the whole, Black people being gunned down by cops. This was a while ago. This was years ago. And I was just really passionate about it. And I was like, I don't understand. Meanwhile, I'm making the speech crying and everybody else is like trying to get a law degree there. So they're very serious and like feelings aside. But I actually got that scholarship, you know, and sometimes we devalue ourselves and we don't put ourselves in situations to get all that we can or to get our value. So keep applying to multiple jobs, keep applying to multiple schools, keep applying yourself, keep applying to whatever else is in your life that you thought you wouldn't be able to get. But you know, when you start thinking about it, spirit performs miracles. So put yourself out there to be offered that miracle, to even be on that list of possibilities to get that miracle. Okay. If you don't, like I said, closed mouths don't get fed. There are over 9 billion, isn't it 9 billion people on this planet? And you think that someone's just going to hand something to you? I'm going to be honest, that's one of the most ignorant things that you could possibly think. So put yourself out there to go receive your blessings, okay? Put yourself out there. It's your job to put yourself out there. It's no one else's job to hand you anything. It's your job to put yourself out there to be blessed. Tamira says, this is exactly what I needed to hear right now. I'm glad I could give the message. Janique said, been playing strong too long. I'm tired and I'm not easy to give up. Girl, yes. Yes, I love that energy. And you shouldn't give up because you deserve better. Each of us deserve better each and every day. We work hard. We deserve better. Janique says 222. It was 222 a minute ago. And it's actually 323 right now here. But you said you're on the other side. So I know what you're saying. Janique said a blessed message today. I'm glad. I really do love to provide motivation because I do watch my videos sometimes and it's messages that I need as well. Hey. Hi. Okay, we got two highs at the same time. But yeah, put yourself out there to receive the blessings that were designed for you. I mean, like I said, closed mouths don't get fed. So put yourself out there. Radha, if you want to send a super chat, you're welcome to do that, or you could send a donation to what's in the description box. There are little ants on my desk because of my plants, and it's really upsetting me. Ew, is that the face that I'm making on live? It's just stuck like that. It's short. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me first. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?